And we start with Bo Bergdahl. Now, the accused deserter has a new lawyer. His name is Eugene Fidel, according to multiple sources now reporting this. Also, according to Fidel's practice website, he's a full-time lecturer on military justice at Yale Law School. Meantime, the Pentagon says, yes, Bergdahl is under investigation, but until, if and when charges are filed, he's being treated almost like any other soldier.
He's under no restrictions. There's simply an ongoing investigation into the circumstances surrounding his departure. Thanks, everybody.
Well, there you have it from the Pentagon. Now we move on to the southern border. More people are standing up, telling the feds no when it comes to the transportation of illegal immigrants into the United States. Remember that protest and human barricade down in Marietta, California? Well, these folks were clearly paying close attention. This time the protest playing out in Oracle, Arizona. Fed up with the immigration crisis, protesters faced off with immigration rights activists. They held up signs saying "Return to sender" and "Go home non-Yankees." Their anger fueled after the sheriff said a bus full of illegal children were on their way to their town. The children never arrived, and if they do show up, they would be going to a local school, according to some reports. Also angry about the immigration mess, some lawmakers, including Democratic Congressman Henry Cuellar and Republican Senator John Cornyn, both from Texas, both are pushing for changes for that 2008 law signed by President Bush, which gives special protections to illegal children who are not from Mexico or Canada. Cornyn says the bipartisan bill will fix these tense moments that we've seen now in Arizona and in California.
And so this problem is growing, and a backlash associated with it is growing too. So we need to work together the best we can to come up with a solution to the problem. I'm willing to do that, and I know my colleagues are too.
Cornyn wants to work together, but there don't seem to be too many takers in the Senate. Majority Leader Harry Reid there said the Cornyn-Cuellar bill is not the answer. And as we predicted earlier on America's Forum, Reid is using this opportunity to bash the House for not voting on last year's Gang of Eight Senate immigration bill. Oh, and on the issue of border security, Reid says, don't worry, it's taken care of.
Remember, had we done comprehensive immigration reform, we wouldn't be having this issue. And everyone here, the border is secure.
He said with a straight face. That's just one of the reasons why Republicans say they're not going to give Reid and President Obama the $3.7 billion that they want to handle the out-of-control immigration crisis. They want to give them part of the money. But to get enough votes, enough Republican votes, the measure will be accompanied by a policy change on border security and law revisions to speed up the deportation of unaccompanied minors. The same thing, basically, that Cornyn and Cuellar want, just in different words. Prominent immigration activists also got to talk about this. Pulitzer Prize winner Jose Antonio Vargas was detained by Border Patrol agents Tuesday at a South Texas airport. Vargas has lived in the United States for years without legal documentation. He was taken into custody after being stopped going through airport security. Vargas was later released with a notice to appear before an immigration judge. That, according to the Department of Homeland Security. He was in Texas to be part of a vigil to highlight the plight of unaccompanied immigrant children coming to the U.S. every single day. Meantime, in Israel, the military dropped leaflets on a number of areas in the Gaza Strip telling residents to get out before more airstrikes. Today, Israel intensified air attacks on the homes of 4 senior leaders of the Islamic militant movement known as Hamas. Israel's Iron Dome defense system has also shot down a great percentage of the rockets being fired from Gaza into Israel. The system recognizes the trajectory of incoming rockets and then shoots them down.